We are issuing cease and desist letters to more than 40 online retailers that have been violating the law for the last number of years by selling e-bikes and e-scooters that go beyond the legal limits of each of those vehicles.
This is the New York City crackdown on illegal e-bike sellers. After several high-profile crashes involving e-bikes and scooters, including the death of 17-year-old cyclists near the Brooklyn Bridge and a fatal collision between an electric scooter and a bicyclist on the Queensboro Bridge, many New Yorkers have been asking what the city can do to make streets safer. Mayor Zohran Mamdani announced a new enforcement campaign targeting the businesses selling illegal vehicles. So, what makes one of these vehicles illegal? In New York, legal e-bikes cannot have motors over 750 watts or be capable of speeds above 25 miles per hour. Stand-up scooters cannot exceed 20 miles per hour, and mopeds must have a vehicle identification number or VIN so they can be registered with the DMV. These rules have been in place since 2020, when New York State established its current e-bike classifications and speed limits.
We've seen over the past few weeks and months a number of horrific crashes in our city where there have been e-bikes and e-scooters that are clearly in violation of the law, and yet what we found is that more than 40 retailers have been stocking, selling, and actively advertising these products to New Yorkers. And some of them are the wealthiest companies in the world, including Amazon, Best Buy, Wayfair, Walmart Marketplace, a number of names that New Yorkers know very well.
The retailers receiving these cease and desist letters have until August 18 to comply. After that deadline, the city says businesses could face fines of up to $2,000 for each illegal vehicle sold, and those vehicles can also be seized.
If you are operating within the law, then there's nothing to be concerned about. We know that the vast majority of New Yorkers who are riding a bicycle or using an e-bike or an e-scooter are doing so in adherence to the law. The focus of enforcement has to be at the root, and those are the people that are selling these bikes and proliferating our streets with bikes that can have fatal consequences. For me, it's incredibly important that every New Yorker is safe and that safety isn't dependent on what mode of transit they're using. Every New Yorker should have that level of safety, and it should be true no matter how you're using our street. What today is about is ensuring that we're keeping every New Yorker safe by actually enforcing the law that gets these kinds of dangerous vehicles off of our streets.
The question isn't whether e-bikes belong in New York. They already do. The question is how the city builds the rules, infrastructure, and enforcement to keep up with the way New Yorkers are already moving.